Have you ever wondered why bother with classroom rules when you've got so much in the daily whirlwind of teaching demands to even worry about? For new teachers, grappling with establishing order can feel like a really daunting task, but understanding the importance of classroom rules is your key to transforming chaos into calm. So classroom rules are more than just guidelines for students or for you for that matter. And you can also call them expectations, which I prefer, but that's a different video. But they are the backbone of a calm, structured environment. They help your students to feel safe, reduce the anxiety, and they are going to help you maintain a smooth flow of learning through activities. The importance of classroom rules lies in their ability to create a secure atmosphere where your students can thrive. Creating a calm classroom with appropriate rules or expectations is the first step forward. Consistency is also key, especially for students with special needs. Classroom rules provide the stability needed to build trust, and they allow students to engage openly and creatively without the fear of the unknown. Students no longer guess what behavior is expected, which means the classroom rules create the safe classroom. Now, I just want to do one little caveat here. Going in and creating a beautiful big anchor chart of classroom expectations with your students and then having everybody sign it and posting it on the wall and never referring to it again, never teaching it, never modeling it is not the way to go. That won't be effective. But once you've taught it or and modeled it and reinforced it and practiced it, they will be, that is where the classroom rules create the safe classroom, not just an anchor chart on the wall. Classroom rules also mean stress reduction for teachers. For teachers, established rules means that less stress and more focus on instruction rather than discipline because you've taught them, modeled them, practiced them, reinforced them. And so your students know when to do what to do. And this leads to more teaching time, more teaching efficacy, and a more satisfying teaching experience because you're not becoming a behavior management specialist, you're becoming a teacher. So classroom rules empower your students with the independence needed for more complex projects. They provide the foundation for independent projects through a framework that encourages self-discipline, responsibility, and these things prepare your students for real-world challenges. And that independence in transmission and transitions, not transmissions, um, is a part of what gives them that calm confidence. Creating classroom rules helps to build your classroom community and which ensures fair treatment to your students. Every student feels valued and is going to be given equal value and opportunity to succeed. This promotes a collaborative and inclusive environment. And let me give you an example of that. So when you have how we treat each other, we treat each other with respect, we talk to each other kindly, you know, whatever you've established as your classroom expectations, mine were kept pretty simple. We keep our hands to ourselves, we listen to others, we take turns, so in speaking and in activities, and we show each other respect. So when you put all of that together and I hand out my random partner cards, so the students are not going to become besties with everybody in the class, but they are going to work, they're going to know everybody in the class and learn about each person in the class, and overall everybody knows each other in class. And then you have the expectations that they treat each other with respect, and you teach that and model it and reinforce it. The classroom community is changed and everybody gets more of an equal opportunity instead of you know, some students feel perennially left out, even the popular kids, like this kind of situation, because if they have 5 friends who want to do an activity with them, having me teach who their partner is takes all the pressure in making a safer classroom. And there is that the classroom expectation supports the respect, how they treat each other, everybody's safe in that environment. So it's fantastic. The classroom rules are really important for building that classroom community, which helps everybody to thrive and provides equity. What is also fantastic is teachers can support academic excellence with classroom rules, which creates deeper learning opportunities when students understand the expectation. Because when you're reinforcing a positive behavior, and then that encourages the growth mindset, this allows academic pursuits to thrive alongside of personal development. Your students will achieve more, and they also know that you have their back. They are safe to pursue that higher level of challenge because they know that they're going to be treated with respect if they make a mistake, that we celebrate the effort as much or more as the academic growth. So this is going to support your academic growth. Of course, the importance of classroom rules in instilling a sense of accountability and developing a sense of personal responsibility is significant. Students learn to take responsibility for their actions, helping manage classroom dynamics effectively, because again, there's that expectation that's been modeled, taught, reinforced. And so accountability is clear. There's no way out. You know, I do support theories on play-based learning and open-ended learning and allowing students to explore. However, we also need to remember a structured environment free from unnecessary distractions can lead to higher student engagement because they are maintaining focus on what they are supposed to be working on, which allows them to invest more energy into their learning experiences. And this will enhance student engagement with the classroom rules. So, yes, there's time for free playing, independent, inductive learning, but there's also times when we're giving them something new and slightly challenging that is engaging for them and has this parameters around it. It allows them to focus on that because they're not worrying about whether or not they're going to be treated kindly. They're not worrying about the behavior of the students in their group, whether everybody's pulling their weight, all the things that the classroom rules manage for them. And of course, equity is such a big topic in the schools these days, as it should be. It's really important. And classroom rules promote equity. The importance of classroom rules in establishing the equitable classroom is paramount because what you're doing is ensuring each student receives equal opportunities for success and dispelling potential feelings of favoritism or exclusion because they also in order for your classroom rules to be effective, they need to see you modeling them. So that is going to be visible throughout the day to all of your students. You can also encourage leadership with classroom roles by things like assigning roles like the classroom helpers, which empower your students and encourage a culture of peer support and leadership, developing vital skills such as decision making and teamwork. In my classroom, students worked together on their chores. There were always two assigned. Some chores like sweeping the classroom, there were two brooms and two dustpans. So I had four students on it because it was a job that took longer. But everybody was working with somebody, even if somebody was absent, because some students were just had done their chore earlier in the day. Say it was a lunchtime chore that they had to do, or they were a paper passer, so they did that throughout the school day. Well, they're available to partner up with somebody who needs a partner during chore time. So they were always working with other people, and who they worked with varied. And so you've got the leadership and working with peer support, learning to help each other very comfortably. Building emotional safety with classroom rules is crucial in a learning environment where students feel valued and respected. Rules that focus on respectful interaction help create a space where students can express themselves freely. So hopefully this quick dive into the importance of classroom rules has helped you to understand that they are multifaceted in their impact. They nurture security, stability, and respect. Teachers partnering with students to create these rules do form a holistic framework for success because they're coming from their heart. They've got buy-in. So I want you to think of this kind of metaphor. A classroom without rules is like a ship without a compass because none of your students know which direction to go or what they're doing. All right, so thank you. And please remember, download my free classroom management checklist and you'll find the link right below. And you can explore more about classroom rules and discover my other pillars of classroom management. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you soon.